Okay, a very good afternoon to all of you. Welcome to my class. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Dr. Zeiti, and you can call me Dr. Zeiti or Ms. Zeiti. Now, before I begin, please allow me to introduce a little bit of myself, in case you don't already know, but I'll tell you anyway. My name is Dr. Zeiti, and I hold a PhD in research in education. Studied in the UK for about 3 to 4 years, graduated. That was my PhD. My master's degree was in applied linguistics and TESOL, which I did at University of Leicester, also in the UK. And it was only for my bachelor's that I completed my education at a local university here. So that took about maybe 5 or 7 years of my life in the tertiary education. Okay, so that's a little bit about myself. Next thing is now, I think I would like to ask a few questions to some of you first, because you know a little bit myself. Now you can tell me a little bit of yourself, maybe just one. Maybe we can start with Hazik. Hazik, would you like to introduce yourself to me?
Sure. Good afternoon, Miss. My name is Hamid, and I'm currently undertaking mechanical engineering first year. Okay, what should I say? My hobbies include photography and taking a good care of my health and myself.
Okay, thank you. It's nice. Jump. One of the girls, Shahira, would you like to introduce yourself? Just 1 minute introduction, Shahira, that will do. Just your name, what you like.
My name is Rabiata Mashira Ismail. I like my hobby playing table tennis.
Table tennis? That's all? Okay. Alright, thank you very much, Shahira. Okay, great introduction. Right, so thank you for the introduction. At least I know a little bit about all of you. Right, now let's go on to the objective of today's lesson. Okay, so today we will actually cover a subtopic called abstract. And okay, so for today's lesson, we will actually I'll teach you a bit about abstract, because this is one of the focal for your research paper. And I believe that when I told you earlier on, it should be kept towards the last, because this is something that you should build on as you go along. Okay, right, let's move on. Yeah. Okay, now if you look at the PowerPoint slide I have shared with you, right, abstract, okay, first of all, you need to know your objective in your abstract, and then also what's your design of your study, and that will be part of the methods. So if you can see, in terms of objective on the first part, context or background will be the first part, followed by your objective and your design, if perhaps population setting, intervention, outcome measures, analysis, results, and conclusion. So basically, that's the basic structure of an abstract. Okay, now moving on. For the next slide, now, this is something important that you should remember, and this is a very, very sort of pointer for you. When you write an abstract, try to keep the minimum limit of 150 to 250 words, because that is very, very important, okay? Because when you write a paragraph like that, it will give you an overview of your essay or report and its organization. So that's point number 1. In point number 2, you should also express your thesis or central idea and key points in your abstract. All right, and point number 3, because an abstract enables a reader to decide whether to read the entire paper or not. So I hope you bear that in mind when you're doing your abstract, okay? Next one. Now, in abstract, it's also good to remember that you should describe, but not to evaluate or defend your paper. Instead, you describe what is inside your research. You can also begin with a very brief, precise statement of any problem or issue, and you can follow by a description of the research method and design, your major findings and your conclusions. So at this point, these are the important elements in your abstract. Is there any questions or any questions from the floor at this point?
No.
Okay. All right. Okay, good. If not, I will move on. Now, importantly, when you're writing an abstract for an AMRAD paper, which means, I'll tell you what it means. Now, this applies for social sciences and engineering. Okay, so they normally follow the IMRAD, the AMRAD. Okay, and in this AMRAD, you have different sections. So you will look into introduction, you have the methods, the results, and discussion. So IMRAD. It's a very, very, very good acronym for you to remember. AMRAD. Got it? So is it easy to remember AMRAD?
Yes.
It's like, my name is Emrad. My name is Imran. Imran, you know? Yeah, you can use that so you remember Imran. Okay, next one. Okay, now, typical format of MRAD, okay, usually 25% of your space focus on the purpose and importance of the research. That will be the introduction part, the first part, MRAD, introduction, okay? Second one is 25% of your space is what you did or the methods that you used, right? Thirdly is 35% of your space on what you found in your study, and for 50% of the space of the implication of your research. So it will be implication there. Next one. Now, I'm going to show you a simple abstract. If you look at the abstract, let's have a very, very quick read. Okay. Abstract 1, Abstract 2. Now, this is taken from the Form and Style by Carol Slade. So this is an abstract. And you're going to tell me, okay, quickly, I'm going to ask you, abstract 1. I'll read it for you very briefly, and then you tell me what you think about it, right? This paper will look at the Human Genome Project and its goal. I will prove that scientists have ethical and moral questions about genetic engineering because of this project. Do you like the abstract?
No.
Yes or no?
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. Too simple. Interesting.
Very big.
Yeah?
Can be better.
Can be better. Good, good. Okay, we'll see. Now go on to the next one. Let's look at the next one, abstract 2. Now, begun in 1988, the Human Genome Project intends to map the 23 chromosomes and provide the blueprint for the human species. The project has both scientific and ethical goals. The scientific goals underscore the advantages of the Genome Project, including identifying curing diseases and enabling people to select the traits of their offspring, among other opportunities. Now, ethically, however, the project raises serious questions about the morality of genetic engineering. Now, to handle both the medical opportunities and ethical dilemmas posed by the Genome Project, scientists need to develop a clear set of principles for guiding genetic engineering and to continue educating the public about the Genome Project. Now, what do you think of that compared to the first one?
Better.
In what sense?
More details.
There's more details, that's one. What else? You see the structure?
Yes.
What kind of structure, just looking at that you see? Good. Have your objective? What else? Method, goals, anything else? Background, yes. So when you're writing your abstract, you must see these elements, so that otherwise, if you just have this, that means this will become a very, very bad abstract. There's nothing much here to decipher or to see. Whereas here, there's more things. You can see all the different moves that we call in linguistics. So clear moves. Okay, good. So evaluation. Abstract 1, abstract 2. Good, bad. How many say good for this one?
No one.
So I assume everyone hands up, agree? Abstract 2 is the best one? Yes. Well done, good. Right. So, now, okay, so now looking at the time, so we're almost running out of time. We've got another 1 minute, so I'll just quickly go through again, just to recap what we've done. So today we've covered abstract in terms of context, background, the objective, purpose, the methods, the settings, the outcome measures, analysis result, and conclusion. Now at this point, which part do you think you have more confidence in writing at this point? Because you are going to do some writing today. Okay, just to clarify, this afternoon, after going through this, you're going to write in pairs a very short abstract. You're going to make an effort to write an abstract. That's what I want you to achieve by the end of this class. Is that something that you can do?
Yes.
Yes, I think you can. Okay, you can use your research paper and start writing for today. I want to see a short abstract from all of you. And the criteria, how many words?
150 to 250.
So anything less or above allowed?
No.
Stick to the range. Okay, right. Thank you very much. With that, I end.